a spade a spade. That's a tough thing. You need a damn occasional save when that happens, eh? 4 goals and 16 shots. I'm a little tired of the 25% rule.
I'm pissed at my team. At some point in time, as a group of men, you go in the game, and you can say whatever you want about coaches, you win the game. Here's your time. Here's your time to make some plays.
We got to find some men that want to play basketball. And for the ones who don't want to play, do everybody a favor, quit. They know who they are, because I told them. They need to quit. It's embarrassing. We had guys in there had a stat line, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I mean,
there has to be consequences now. There has to be consequences. Enough of talking about it. There has to be consequences for it. It's just not acceptable. I'm gonna watch every penalty, and if there are repeat offenders, there will be decisions made.
I would rather play with 10 people and just get penalized all the way until we got to do something else, rather than play with 11 when I know that right now that person is not sold out to be a part of this team. It is more about them than it is about the team. Cannot play with them, cannot win with them, cannot coach with them, can't do it. I want winners.
Guess who's back? It's Commish, back here with 2018 draft previews. And the Commish plans on spreading horror on every single team in the league this year, and I'll definitely get into why with each team. Our first draft preview focuses on a team that finished 7th place last year, a team in Brian and the 12th man, a team that's had a lot of success in this LOC league since the beginning, 37-17, great playoff record of 5-3, and he also was the 2015 champion for the entire league. Looking at his schedule for 2018, focusing on the divisional games, he's got week 1 versus Susan Geese, big rivalry there. Week 4 versus Sasha Heineken. Week 9 taking on Cape Cod Sharks. I can't wait to see that one. And then week 11 versus Deuce Bombers. Great teams in the West as always. Looking at the keepers for Brian, you got to think great situation. 4 of his 5 keepers were in the top 10 of their respective positions. You can't ask for any better than that. Mr. Reliable and Phillip Rivers, 5th best quarterback in fantasy last year. Mark Ingram, 6th best running back. Julio Jones, 5th best wide receiver, despite not getting many touchdowns this year. And A.J. Green was 10th. And then rounding out his keepers is Lamar Miller, who's still pretty respectable, 16th at his position at running back in fantasy last year, too. So the keepers are strong. But where it's going to get difficult in 2018 for the defending 2-time West Division champ right now, Brian, is in the draft picks. He sold his soul last year to try to run for the title. And in rounds 1 to 10, he has 5 picks. His first pick isn't even until the 27th pick in round 2. He's got 2 in round 2, but the situation is quite bad. And then round 11 to 20, he's got 7 picks. So even in the middle rounds, he doesn't have that many picks. And then in round 21 to 30, an unprecedented 18 picks in the last 10 rounds. When you look at that pick situation, he does have really great keepers, but this is a team that's set up for disaster, in my opinion, for this year. Much like Brian's team that he follows, the Seahawks. Finally, the Browns do their thing, but Brian's team and the Seahawks it looks like it's burning in flames. And then for Brian, I mean, he's got to do what he can to get draft picks, but even looking at his trade bait, he's got Bilal Powell, I mean, who could be a starter with the Jets, but I mean, how good are the Jets really? Jermaine Kearse, again, kind of always been a number 2. Paul Richardson, another number 2, number 3, always hurt. Devontae Booker, who, I mean, Denver hasn't released C.J. Anderson yet, so it looks like he's still going to be the number 1 there. And then Hunter Henry at tight end for San Diego. So, I do agree with Brian. There are teams keeping even worse players than that, but those are tough guys to trade for, no doubt about that. But I will say, Brian has earned the respect of being on this black. But it's going to be a tough year for him this year. It'll be interesting to see where he finishes up in the West. But I do think that West Division is going to be up for grabs.